This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Morning, everybody, or whatever time you're listening. It was a bit of a wild ride today when Miguel Maestre dropped by.
Oh, it was a great time,
It
though.
was so good.
We discover the things that don't belong in a vacuum cleaner. It's very important lessons there.
Yeah, absolutely. Where did you go to find yourself? There's a couple of good stories here you enjoy.
And Shaun has happened to be given something from Brian that I didn't think that Brian would ever give. It's his virginity. But it's going to be full on, isn't it, Shaun?
Very full on.
Yeah, get your hands right in that box.
This is Nathan, Nat and Shaun. Wake up! Yeah. On Nova 937. Let's go!
6:03, Nathan, Nat and Shaun. Happy Tuesday.
Woo! Come on. Hey, can I tell you, this morning when I was coming into work,
Yes.
not pulled over, I went through an RBT.
Did you?
Have you ever done that in the morning?
Yes, I have. But it was
Tuesday
after,
morning, though.
It was after Melbourne Cup Day, and you go, fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
So what happened Monday around your area? That would
Nothing.
No, nothing. But think about Monday. Okay, back in the day, there used to be the bog in Northbridge, which I don't know what's called these
Remember
days.
the bog?
Yeah.
Where are you going? The bog.
The bog.
We'd say.
The good old days.
And then we'd go to the bog.
Was there something else that was for workers? Was there another place?
What do you mean for work?
For nightclub workers,
Like
and bar
hospo workers to do their...
Was it on Monday nights? Was there anything else?
Tuesday
trade
night.
night.
Yeah,
Trade night,
Tuesday
yeah.
night. I thought it was a Monday night or
Yeah,
Tuesday
Monday,
nights? Yeah, Monday
yeah.
night's trade night, yeah.
Well, who's going out these days and getting belted on a Monday?
Maybe
the
they were
police
just
say that.
doing a training thing because they get all the young, the
they
new
weren't.
recruits.
They weren't.
They weren't?
The bloke that had the breathalyzer to me, he was as old as time.
Just getting their numbers up, Shaun.
How many people were being stopped?
Every car along Canning Highway.
Anybody
this morning.
caught?
No, there's no cars pulled over. But you kind of think, who's getting blind or is going to be that hammered?
Career
I love
alcoholic,
seeing
Shaun.
the people that see it and then
Yeah, try and duck off.
try and get to
It's
the side
very
street where
obvious.
the police are waiting. I know that you thought you circumnavigated that drama, but they thought ahead too.
That's weird, isn't it? On the show today, Ballroom Bangers is back. That's your chance to win a bit of a night out with $500 cash as well.
Good yesterday.
How about we get a Spanish man on that we can't understand?
Miguel's in the house today, everybody. That's always a bit of a treat, isn't it?
What else have we got on here? Last quarter as well.
That's
Yes.
happening very
Oh,
soon.
geez, Nath.
If it's time for a winter trip, jump on What If, the place to go for quick Aussie getaways.
Oh, I reckon it'd be a hotel staycation for me.
For accommodation, flights and more, book on the What If app. What If? It's Aussie for travel. Last quarter. Sensational play.
Be there to cheer on the home team from the Bankwest Best Seats in the House.
All right, here we go. It's time for a round of last quarter. That's where in each quarter, two people go head-to-head answering a question. You get the question right, you move on to the next quarter. Ultimately, you want to answer the last quarter question right to win.
Let's have a chat to David first. G'day, Dave.
Hey, how you going?
Hey,
man.
Dave, you going to work right now, are you?
Yeah, I'm currently heading to work, yeah.
Revolting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Some people
It is.
get up at 8 or 7.
They do.
You know that?
Yeah.
It's pretty gross.
Not any of us.
No, because we're the backbone of this country. David, you're going against Adam from Clarkson. Hey, Adam.
How you going?
Hey,
Good,
buddy.
Adam.
Got your wits about you, Adam?
I like to think so.
Okay, all right, well, we will see. Remember, up for grabs, those premium Bankwest Best Seats to Friday night's footy game between West Coast and the Suns.
Food and drinks.
We are going to ask a question. If you think you know the
important,
answer, buzz
It's
in with your
important.
name. If you get it right, you are through to the next quarter. Get it wrong, you're out. All right, let's test your buzzers, David.
David,
Adam.
Adam.
Clear as.
Well,
Let's see who takes out the first quarter.
blown the
Okay.
siren.
First quarter. Which Canadian actor is part owner of English football club Wrexham?
Adam.
Yes, Adam.
Ryan Reynolds.
Adam's through to the next quarter. See you later, David.
Wrexham AFC.
Amazing
Adam, now
stuff.
you're going to take on Philip from Guelph. Morning, Philip.
Morning.
Hey, Philip.
All right.
Philip,
now,
Guellup's got a great Farmer Jack's, doesn't it?
Yeah, we do.
now
Yeah.
you're just showing off.
That's a
How
really
the
good one.
prices?
Prices are very reasonable.
Good.
Philip, let's test your buzzer. Philip,
Phil.
working well. All right. Adam v. Phil in the second quarter.
Here's your question, boys. The cartoon character cat Garfield loves to eat which popular baked...
Phil.
Yes,
Adam.
Phil?
Lasagna.
Phil made it to half
Great
time.
quarter, Phil.
Well
Great
done,
quarter.
Phil.
As I always connected to Garfield.
Yes.
I too love lasagna.
Lasagna.
Love
Beautiful.
lasagna.
Phil, you're now going to take on Karen from Woodvale. Good morning, Karen.
Good morning.
Hi,
All right,
Karen.
we're into the third quarter. Karen,
Let's see if we can stop these fellas.
Karen, let's
Give
test
it a
your
go.
buzzer. Karen,
Karen.
working well. All right, third quarter, Phil v. Karen. Your question is, name an AFL team that is based in Perth.
Phil.
Karen. West Coast Eagles.
Phil. Karen.
Hang on.
Phil, you got in first. Phil, name a team.
Fremantle Dockers.
Oh, because you didn't want to copy your answer. That was so
Phil.
respectful, Phil.
Is through. Sorry, Karen, you didn't buzz in first.
Karen, that's the way to do it, though.
Yeah.
Some people
that's
love... We need to do a competition where you play it by yourself.
Yes.
we really do.
Here we go. It's the last quarter.
The last quarter.
It's now Phil versus Mike from Melville. Morning, Mike.
Good morning, guys.
Oh, Mike. Nah, Mike's got no chance. He's rubbish in the morning.
Let's test your buzzer. Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, it's a bit slow, but it's working. Yeah, I see what you're
classic
saying.
Mike.
Now, this is for the match and those premium Bankwest best seats to Friday night's footy match.
Well said, Nat. Final quarter question. At which fast food franchise would you purchase a Zinger burger?
Phil.
Phil.
Mike.
Phil.
KFC.
Yes, Phil's done it, everybody.
And Mike, great there, coming with the answer 2 hours later.
Super sub, Phil. Well done, mate.
Phil, you've
done,
done
Phil.
it. You are off to the footy Friday night. Premium Bankwest best seats to see West Coast.
Thanks very
in the fun.
much.
And as Shaun has pointed out many times, food and drinks
How else
are
are you going to get through that
included.
game?
Well done, Phil.
The night out,
Boring.
Phil. Well played, son.
Yeah. Told you
job.
Mike wouldn't have a chance.
No, that's right. And you were right.
Rubbish in the morning.
Come on, Mike.
We're doing
Have
it again
another coffee, big
tomorrow,
guy.
everyone.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat, and Shaun.
I just remembered. I've got something for you, Shaun.
Panpipe.
No. No, that's not a panpipe.
That's a pants
But
pipe.
you're going to need to
That's
blow
different.
into it very hard.
Are you going to get it now? Okay. It's 6:24, by the way.
Oh,
Hang on. Nathan's been in Brian's shed. Does Brian know about this? Yes. Does Brian know?
Very reluctantly given it to me. And was not happy about it leaving the house.
Surely
I've got to give him
Shaun's
some money.
paid
No,
you
you want money?
No,
he's
yeah,
not having money.
absolutely.
He's not having money.
No, we were at the shop the other day and Megan was like, oh, we need to get a blender or whatever for the kids are making smoothies or whatever. I
Yeah.
said, oh, mate, Nathan's dad's got 100 of them. He gets
just
the
buys
bullet
magic
one.
bullets for
Well, do
fun.
you reckon we
Yes.
could buy one off him? I said, mate, he's got 100 of them in the shed.
How long's it been in the shed?
This wasn't in the shed. This was behind the door in the lounge room. Stacked up on, I think it's got 3 or 4 brothers at the moment.
Nathan and
my
Brian,
question
thank you
is,
so much.
Will the seals have deteriorated or anything like
I
that?
don't know, but look, Shaun, never been, open up, literally
It's never been
everything.
touched.
Never,
Everything's still- it's all in the
never
wrapping.
been touched.
It's
still
all
in the wrapping.
in the original packaging.
It's when Magic Bullet blenders came out and then they were the big rage and then suddenly Dad started seeing them for special and I think he thought he could retire off them. So anyway, I said that Megan...
Does he think it's a collector's item
He
because
does.
it's still in the packaging?
Yeah. So he said that's for Megan's 50th.
Okay, yeah.
Happy birthday.
No.
A 6-year-old Magic Bullet blender.
May or may not explode. We'll see what
But
happens.
isn't it amazing we got that out of the house?
Yes,
Me and Mum
it
were
is.
so excited. A bit of Dad's hoarding junk has left the house.
You've gotten
that
rid of
never
one
happens.
box.
Surely he's happy that he's found a home for it.
The only
Like
other
he's-
thing that has left the house of his of his collection in the last, I think, 6 or 7 years is one ukulele.
How many does he have? Just I need to check.
Nathan, Nat, and Shaun in podcast form.
Snakes. Natalie loves them.
You do, Nat.
Oh, she loves them.
When's
so
the last
much.
time you had a snake, Nat?
Would have been the...
Alan's lollies. 6 months ago.
You know those giant snakes? Those giant lolly snakes?
The pythons.
Oh, who eats that? You know what I mean?
That-
What do you mean? You're
what?
half a metre down your throat and it's like
You
seriously.
don't have to swallow the whole, Nathan.
You're giving away a few dating things
You
there,
can
Nat.
tear them up into little pieces, Nathan.
Oh,
Try
what,
that.
chewing? What are you talking about? That's so strange. Well, Queensland, they have to deal with a lot more snakes than we do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
All the
and
time.
A Queensland snake catcher received a call from a couple. They were at a holiday resort and they were like freaking out because they were like, oh my God, there's there's a snake in there. There's a snake. We don't know what to do. So the guy was like, oh, okay, well, look, I'm about to go kayaking. He goes, but I will swing by beforehand. And I said, no worries. So the snake catcher gets around there, and then on the way, he gets a phone call from the couple again.
Yeah.
And the guy says, oh, don't worry about it. My wife sorted it. And he goes, why? What'd she do? He goes, she vacuumed it up.
So, problem solved. Does she think that once you vacuum up, things just disappear and you never see them again?
Yeah, I guess so, because it's in the belly of the...
Yeah. So
vacuum.
when he rocks up there, he said that's possibly not a good idea. So when he rocks up there, she's got a bag with a lucky band over the nozzle, so the snake can't crawl back out.
Yes.
So then he had to open it up and rip the bag open. He found the snake, and it was only a tiny snake.
Yes, it was a baby, wasn't
probably
it?
the length of your middle finger to the base of your palm.
And you
So
don't
it
know what
wasn't
that
big.
means.
Yeah.
Depends how big your hands are, I guess. Stuart Lowe. Nat. Old buckets.
No one was judging the snake. It's
No,
how you
no.
use the snake.
It was a
It's not
baby.
the size of the snake. It's how you use it. It's how you vacuum it.
Yeah, you vacuum it.
And he did. He said to them, snakes don't belong in a vacuum cleaner. And so it's always great to learn.
That is,
Yeah, that's
a
right.
great
Thank
call.
you. Well, he's an expert, so he would know.
Yeah.
My fear would be you leave it in there and then it would just grow. And then,
Yeah.
and then
You'd be
you've got a
eating all the
vacuum
other things
cleaner.
you vacuum. Yeah, like the other food scraps.
That's right.
There's nothing worse than when something long starts getting trapped in the vacuum cleaner, and you know that like it could be like a bit of material, it could be a scarf. And you're like,
Oh, yeah,
and
it's
you're
getting-
like, and you're fighting to get it out instead of just calmly turning it off.
Many years ago when I was a student, we shared a house in Melbourne, and so there were about 4 or 5 of us living in this house, and we had a huntsman, and he was a big boy. He was his leg span was bigger than my hand
Yeah,
span.
wow.
He lived on in the lounge room wall, and he would hiss when you walked past him. It was vicious.
Yeah.
What?
Like, yeah. He was full on.
No thanks.
And then
Guard spiders, Shaun. they're
one
great.
night, my flatmate's boyfriend decided to fix the problem, and in the morning he said, I've sorted it out. And he got the vacuum cleaner out and sucked it up. And then he just left the vacuum cleaner sitting there. And I said, oh, is it fixed now? And he goes, yeah, it's fixed. And I went, well, what's that then? And it was just back in its spot. He just crawled straight back out again and pulled a finger side, went back to his spot on the lounge room
Started
wall.
hissing at people walking through the door.
Exactly.
We know what belongs in a vacuum cleaner: dirt, dust, hundreds and thousands.
Dog hair.
Hundreds and thousands.
Nath has a lot of fairy bread accidents. That's the only explanation
I don't
for
know
that.
why that example popped into my brain.
fairy
But
bread.
apparently it's a huge problem. We want to know what doesn't belong in a vacuum cleaner.
And yet made it into a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, that's right, everyone.
Doesn't have to be a living thing.
No, we are talking about vacuum cleaners right
It's a
now.
highlight.
Yes.
Never won an award this
No,
show.
no.
No. Got
Give
a
us
call
a
from
call.
the guys at Godfrey's, so that's good.
It's a great place to pick up a back.
Yeah, they are.
Really
It is. I love Godfrey's.
$150 to spend at Pet Barn thanks to RSPCA WA. The Million Paws Walk is back Sunday, May 28th. Tickets at millionpawswalk.org.au. Plus, anyone that gets on air with us goes in the running, win $10,000. Like we had a winner yesterday.
Yeah,
mate.
Ashley
Yes,
from
we did.
Greenmount scored.
Yeah.
All right. What ended up in the vacuum cleaner that did not belong in the vacuum cleaner? Pretty simple question. Claire's in Burragoon. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Hey, Claire.
Claire. Pretty handy with the vacuum. What happened?
I came home yesterday and my daughter had cleaned out the rabbit cage
Yeah.
Yeah.
and there was hay and shredded paper and rabbit poo all through my vacuum.
Oh, no, Claire.
It's not a Dyson, is it, Claire?
God.
I have 2, so I have a handheld Dyson which had the sawdust in it that was full, and then she'd switched to the other one which had hay and shredded paper in it.
Oh, so she made sure she got everything, all the vacuums.
Yes, all of it.
All
Yeah,
the vacuums.
All the vacuums, all the rabbit.
So the whole lot, yeah.
How
all
old,
done.
how old is she, Claire?
25.
14.
Oh, 14.
I mean,
14.
on the
You don't
positives,
know then,
she's
do you?
cleaning out the rabbit cage.
Yeah.
You know at 14 you shouldn't be
No, I
vacuuming.
don't think some people do.
know.
They don't
Don't
realise
know.
that because
Just a vacuum.
A 14-year-old generally, I don't think has ever emptied the vacuum cleaners. They don't know anything about it. They just know it sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
well, she
14-year-old
was still
boys know
sucking
it's
it up and there was hay coming out the top. So
He was sucking it all out. Oh.
The rabbit was looking nervous as well, just quietly. Oh, Claire. Well, there's a valuable lesson to be learnt there for everyone, isn't there?
No, sorry,
Thank
Claire.
you. Hayley's in Butler. Hello.
morning, guys.
Hey,
Hayley. We know some things don't belong in the vacuum cleaner. What have you got for us?
So it was actually my housemate, but we had a little bit of a mice problem in our house because, of course, we've gone into winter, it's getting a bit warm inside. And I came home from work one day and she'd vacuumed up our little house mice. And so we had this poor little mice in the vacuum cleaner that I had to try and rescue. And then the worst part is that I managed to get it out and I thought, I'll go and save it and put it back in the garden to be free. And then, of course, it came straight back into the house.
Yes, of course it did.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's warm.
So she vacuumed up the house mouse.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can't
It's
do
actually
that.
kind of impressive that she managed to do it in the first place.
I mean, they're quick.
Do you think that at all, like even for a couple of seconds, it would have been fun for the mouse? Like,
The tunnel of terror.
he's gone outside to get his friends. No, seriously, everyone, come inside.
I dare you.
This
I
place
double
is
dare you.
amazing. Okay.
Yeah, I like
Beautiful.
that.
Thanks, Hayley.
Yeah, thanks,
All right. Have you vacuumed up something and it's ended up in the vacuum cleaner that should not be there?
Look,
Mice, rabbit, poo.
there is an obvious thing that a lot of guys have gone through, Shaun.
What's
Well,
that?
you always hear it in the schoolyard that someone's got a bit full on with the
they're putting the vacuum
frisky
somewhere
now,
that they
perhaps.
shouldn't have gone, and usually it
Just
ends
'cause
in
it
dramas. So if
Yeah.
any guys would like to share their experience of when they vacuumed their groin area, as long as you say it very nicely for the radio, we'd love to hear why you shouldn't do that.
A cautionary tale. Did you just want to tell us, Shaun?
Mate, we don't have time for my story.
Hello, Jess.
Hey, how you guys going?
Hey, good, Jess.
Yes.
Teach us a lesson, Jess.
Well, I own a cleaning company in Mundajong,
Yep.
and a couple of times the girls I've found some interesting things. The latest one, we do an elderly gentleman up in Jarrahdale, and he had been complaining about missing his front dentures.
Oh,
Yeah.
they were in the vacuum.
And they were in the vacuum.
And I've actually sucked up his dentures at the end of the day, and I've heard this clang, clang, clang up the vacuum cleaner. And he had, in fact, been missing his dentures for about 6 weeks, and I've just vacuumed them up, the vacuum cleaner.
Can I just say, please tell me it's one of those, like Dyson, it's a clear barrel thing so you can see.
So it's smiling at you.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah, vacuum
So it's
cleaner.
one of the
big cheesy
yeah, it's one of the big Pullmans with the clear top.
Yeah.
Imagine,
come
imagine
over.
when it's still on.
Yes.
And the teeth are in there spinning around.
Smiling the whole time.
Yeah, he was quite disgusted. It was quite funny. So yeah, we found his missing dentures that he'd been missing for a while.
Yeah.
His full front teeth.
But
Well,
he's
that's
an
a
old
happy
bugger.
story.
He would have just pulled them out.
Yes, rinse them off.
Not even rinse, just quick blow and then put them back into his mouth.
Thanks, Jess. Ashley, hello.
Hi.
Hi,
Ash. Okay. What ended up in the vacuum cleaner?
So it wasn't my vacuum. It was my mum's. So I'd come home from school at about 15 and was wondering what was going on. The house was a bit quiet, and she told me that she was doing some vacuuming, and she vacuumed around the couch and started making funny noises. She pulled it apart, and there was a pair of ladies' knickers inside of it that weren't hers. So she found out my dad at the time, stepdad, was actually cheating with somebody much smaller than her.
Oh, God. If you're having an affair, always vacuum up your own knickers before you leave.
Put them back on again.
Or don't have an affair.
Put them back on.
No, put them back on.
What led to her leaving her knickers there? She might have been in a rush trying to get out the door.
Can I just say, Ashley, and I have experienced mystery knickers as well when I was living in my last, one of my other apartments. I was cleaning up one day and I found like 5 pairs of girls'
Five
knickers.
pairs is a lot.
And different sizes too. And like there was no, I didn't have a stream of girls coming and de-knickering themselves in my house.
Are you sure? Well, clearly you did.
You weren't one of those people at night, you don't know what you're doing.
So do you think at night I'm straight?
Well,
I'm a straight sleeper. I'm betting thousands of women at night.
Yes.
And I'm waking up.
Well, at
and not
least
knowing.
5.
We need to hypnotise. We need to hypnotise you.
And I don't judge on body type either. Apparently, I
that's
take
right.
everything.
Yeah. Very
So
egalitarian.
I'm just saying, on
Just so
on
we
his
get one
behalf,
away.
mystery knickers do exist.
It's too late, the marriage is over. Everybody we spoke to is in the running for 10K a day in May, so good luck with that.
Ashley, that was absolutely scandalous. $150 to spend at Pet Barn thanks to RSPCA. WA is coming your way.
Yeah, you had him at Knickers, basically.
No worries,
Well
sweetheart.
done.
Nathan, Nat, and Shaun podcast. Calling to the dance floor. Cut the music.
the Australian classic Strictly Ballroom the Musical at Planet Royale this June. Get your tickets through Ticketmaster.
Right, here we go with a round of ballroom bangers. All you need to do is guess the ballroom cover song up for grabs. That VIP package for two to see Strictly Ballroom the Musical at Planet Royale Theatre. And $500 cash to really make a night of it.
We need a couple of dances, Shaun.
Well, we've got a couple, Nath. One is Michelle from Southern River. Come on now, Michelle.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Oh, Michelle,
Hi,
take
Michelle.
a spin. Oh, that dress is glorious.
It's a lot of sequins.
Thank you.
Oh, sparkly.
Really, really nice. Are you ready? Are you ready to destroy this competition, Michelle?
Well, let's hope so.
All right, Michelle,
Now-
dancing from the other side of the floor is Monica from Southern River, and controversially, she's wearing dance pants.
Monica, good morning.
Morning, how are you?
It is the Battle of Southern River this morning.
is.
Both of you, neighbours. Mano on
Bring it
mano.
on.
How do you feel about dance pants too? Because they would be comfortable.
Dance
But you're
pants.
probably not getting the spin around effect that you need in
Yeah,
ballroom.
it's not as dramatic.
No, it's more of like a flared culotte, is what Monica said. Anyway, guys, this is simple. We're going to be on the dance floor and we're going to be listening to tracks that have been appeared in ballroom competition. They're covers of popular songs. The first person to buzz in and tell us what that song title is wins.
That's
that
right.
round.
We don't care about the artist either,
No.
just the title. So if you think you know, you buzz in with your name. If you get it right, you take that round. If you get it wrong, we're going to keep playing it, and you can have as many cracks as you like. Let's test your buzzers. Michelle,
Michelle.
Monica,
Monica.
Terrific.
working well.
All
Couples
right.
to the dance floor.
Welcome to the dance floor, ladies. We're about to play our first track, which we are looking for the title of a song.
When you call my name, it's like a little
Michelle.
Monica.
Michelle,
It's like a prayer.
Michelle, it absolutely is.
Cheers.
Monica was enraged in her dance pants then. She was like, oh, I knew that.
Michelle leads 1-0.
All right, guys, we're on the dance floor. We might as well get into track number 2, which is the theme of a TV show. This would be the Pants Go play, wouldn't it?
Oh, it would be. Oh, forbidden.
Either you've seen it or you haven't.
Natalie hasn't seen it, but she knows it.
I do know it.
Wow, do you reckon they're going to get it? Because winter is coming.
Oh, Michelle.
Michelle?
Game of Thrones.
Oh, my God, where were you? How did you get that? That's amazing.
Have either of you seen Game of Thrones?
No.
No, me either, but I know the music. What's wrong with
I
you?
don't
Michelle leads 2-0.
Wow.
Oh.
It all comes down to this. Monica, you don't want to lose this.
Yes. To stay in the game, Monica, you need to get this round.
All right, ladies, let's take to the dance floor. Again, we are looking for the title of a song.
Michelle.
Yes, Michelle?
I know it's Lady Gaga. This is fantastical. Paparazzi.
With a quarter of a brain.
Michelle's home. It's a clean sweep, everybody. Michelle, you've won a VIP package for two to see Strictly Ballroom the Musical at Planet Royale Theatre. We're going to give you $500 cash to really make a night of it as well.
Congratulations.
Well played,
Well done,
Michelle.
Michelle.
And Monica, you weren't
Michelle.
shocking. You weren't shocking.
No,
you were just terrible.
I was.
Yeah. You nearly had the first one, didn't you, Monica?
Yeah, she
I
did.
did, yeah.
Yeah,
Nearly.
yeah, nearly, but not.
Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
You know,
We're
close.
playing the game nearly next week. Do you want to call that?
It's going to be good.
The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Into the studio. Here he is, the tornado himself, Miguel Maestre.
Oh my God, how good is that sound?
I know.
I know.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah.
I would crown you king.
Yes.
I'm more used to La Bamba or something like that. Come on,
Oh,
guys.
I remember La Bamba. Do you know the words of La Bamba?
Hey, what do
Okay,
you
because
mean?
we all just phonetically would sing it.
let's
We
go,
go,
yeah.
ah la 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 Bamba.
Yeah, that's
Ah
what
la la
everybody
la
do.
la Bamba.
What does it mean?
Necesito una point on a glass now.
Una
point on a glass now.
Is that how do I sound in English?
Yes. What is that? What are the words? What are the words?
Para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia para mi patilla, allá arriba, allá
So what
arriba.
does that mean?
La bamba is like a popular Mexican kind of song that get people excited. It's like, to dance la bamba, you need to be gracious and sexy. And
Double jointed.
I mean, have two legs. I mean, like, it's like a really popular song. It's like, see a smile and get me a Vegemite sandwich.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
sure.
yeah.
So what were the lyrics though? What did it say?
So, para bailar la bamba, to dance la bamba, se necesita una poca de gracia.
Yeah.
You need to be gracious. Una poca de gracia pa ti, pa mí. A little bit of grace for you and I.
Yeah. Oh.
Allá arriba, allá arriba.
Oh, that means we're going to do it.
Por ti seré.
I will be for you. I will be for you.
Oh, look at us getting educated.
That is the first time I've known what La Bamba means.
No.
I know, but you know what you say when you sing in a party, everybody's
Yes.
like,
Correct.
That's exactly the same when I introduce myself to someone and say, hi, my name is Miguel, I'm cooking a paella. And people say, hi, Miguel, nice paella.
That's right.
Excuse me. A ver, what part of Miguel you don't understand, you idiot? I mean, paella, Miguel. I just get out of the chair already.
But saying things is hard, though. I went into a Turkish restaurant, a takeaway place once, and I confidently went up and said, I'll get the ham and cheese pied, thanks. And I went, it's a pita.
But even people trying to pronounce, like, you know, the Aussies, we're trying to pronounce things they in a different language and giving it like too much. So you'll say, oh, hey, mate, I will have the risotto. Calm down, please. Calm down. With a little bit of bruschetta.
What about bolognese? Bolognese. Like the bolognese, or what is it?
Yeah, some people, I mean, you haven't dinner, people trying to look like they've been traveling around the world and they sound like real tools because they're like, oh, I'll have the spaghetti bolognese. I'm like, mate.
Everything you said Australian except for that.
If you're having a sandwich, it's jamon, right?
Yeah, jamon. I mean, but that you really need to mean it. In Spain, everything is go. I mean, you get up in the morning, hello, jamon, I love you.
Were you people?
Hello, hey,
were you guys even allowed to be talking to each other during COVID?
I mean, in Spain, people wasn't allowed. I mean, the safety distance was 8 meters. Because
of all Hey, Miguel.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, my God, I'm taking that one with me.
Write it down, call it your own. Hey, Miguel, Nathan was just telling you we're going over to see Anthony Albanese and have dinner at his house, right? And Prime Minister of Australia. Pretty exciting stuff. What was it like when you met the King of Spain and he ordained you or something?
But I mean, I didn't meet him personally face to face, but he did write me a letter and did a communicate to us, and I got it given by the consul of Spain because obviously we could not go to Spain. But like, I have a letter at home.
Do you have a letter at home?
I'm getting more this.
You are.
I want to hear the whole
When
thing.
you're amongst Spanish friends, you just talk about
I'm going to start going 8 meters that way.
Amigos para siempre.
Amigos para siempre, me will always be my friend. But the thing is, when I got the letter from the King, I mean, I'm an illegal immigrant. I got a letter from the King.
Yes.
I mean, think about it. Like, that is the biggest achievement as a chef. I mean, when somebody called you from the consulate and said, we're going to give you the Order of Spain, I'm like, it must be a mistake. Why? I feel really humbling, don't deserve it.
Yeah.
I said, Miguel, you do a big job for the Spanish culture in Australian media. And I'm like, but what about normally philosophers, architects, a doctor? People that is important. I mean,
They were like, you can't come back to Spain, but we're going to give you this Order of Spain.
I work in the living room. Like, how are you going to give me? And gringos say they give you the award so you don't come back to Spain.
It would have been a scary phone call to answer, though, being an illegal immigrant, because either you're going to be honoured or deported.
Yes.
No, but rather side away, I got my immigration report all sorted out. I think the King got the good word. But like the writing of a King, I got the letter. I mean, this is pretty cool.
Oh, of course.
He writes, like, his writing is like...
Is it like calligraphy?
Oh, my God, look at this. I'm getting, like, crispy chicken. I'm getting crispy chicken. Look at this. He's like, oh, my God, look at this. I'm getting, like...
His nipples have arrived for the interview.
I know, I'm getting... He's like...
It's all curly and
Miguel. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
beautiful.
So fancy.
Look at this. Look at this.
I know.
So
You know what? Watch out when you stand up because there's something else standing up too.
is the king in Spain? Is the king as I don't know revered as King Charles? I mean, bad example.
I mean, we don't really. I mean, we look at the king. I mean, when my generation we grow up was always like. I mean, we don't know. I don't really get into politics, but I mean, like, the king is such an amazing figure. Our queen is so beautiful. He's so tall. I think we look at it to him because he's aesthetically so beautiful and so correct. And
Oh,
so
okay, so
polite.
he's just handsome.
That is like a really good role model. I mean, I don't get into all that monarchy thing, but he's such a handsome, tall, always correct, always say hello to everyone nice. He never stuff it up. I mean, like, you know, he's never going and get maggots somewhere or anything like that.
Sure.
I mean, like,
A little bit of sangria.
You know, we got a kid in Australia. I'll be like, hey,
the
we should have been getting
The Queen's an absolute star.
Oh, yeah. They're both, mate. They're both.
Yeah.
Hey, so I'm talking about that. So, of course, we're having dinner at the lodge, and when we were talking to the PM yesterday, we're like, you know, what do we wear? Like, what's the deal? Like, he's going to talk to us about dietary requirements and stuff because his people are going to be cooking. What's the most impressive, important dinner you've been to?
wow, I mean, the most I've been to or the most I cook?
Oh, good question.
Either. Can you do both? Yeah.
Okay, the most impressive thing I have ever cooked, a style like that, was the Melbourne Cup Emirates, the birdcage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
We have
okay.
a $9 million budget for a dinner.
Was it
Obviously,
chicken?
no pork,
That's a lot of
no
cheese.
alcohol because
Yes,
Emirates
the
was
Emirates.
but the A list that we have, I mean, and what I was cooking, I was bringing lobsters from WA, truffles from Tasmania.
Party pass Melody.
I mean, like, people...
Got it with the broccoli bake again.
People was bringing the tiles from Barcelona to set up the tapas bar because it was a Spanish theme. And when the first guests arrived, I mean, I'm having palpitations. You know how our first guest arrived?
Who was that?
Enrique Iglesias.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
I'm in there with the
first person
paper.
through the door.
I like this. I'm like full on. Like the least first person, Enrique Iglesias.
He arrived with a baseball cap, a white T-shirt. I mean, looking as good as this. I mean, like, white T-shirt, jeans.
Where his nipples are poking out as much as yours.
I mean, I'm feeling naked, man. I mean, it's getting harder and harder.
Because they have dress standards, though, Miguel.
No, he didn't have a clue
what the Melbourne Cup was. He arrived like,
Enrique Iglesias.
hey, you're Enrique. You walk like this.
I had a hero. He walks, and he's like, a million people so excited. I mean, Enrique Iglesias.
Yeah.
Hello, Enrique. I mean, this close.
And Enrique's like, hola, Miguel. And I'm like, oh my God, he say, hola, Miguel.
And he told to me for the 5 minutes. I told him through the menu, sitting table number 1. I mean, the list keep on and on and on.
Yeah.
I think the number 3 in the list was Carrie Ann.
She's way off the list now.
And she, like everywhere, refused to eat testicles.
I don't think we have, but we got all this.
Every single famous person. It was pretty impressive. I mean, and the best. I have attended. I think was actually quite recently.
Yeah.
Because I have not seen my older brother and my younger brother together for nearly 10, 15 years. And my older brother, I went to overseas this Christmas, and the most special meal was my mom, my dad, Antonio, my older brother, Carlos, my little brother, my family, and we all sit down, and it felt like when we were little again, was really like, it felt like a traveling in time. We're not seeing each other for so long, and it was, I mean, I get it loud. I get it. And it was like the most amazing because my mom cooked the same thing they cooked when we were little.
Adorable.
And we were like,
Did you fight over doing the dishes?
What's that?
Fish
fingers? What did she make?
I was the same. My mom made these beautiful paellas.
Paella.
And there's a paella. And it was, I think that's something the most impressive thing I ate in. But not because the food or the ingredients, just because what it meant.
Yeah.
Because food sometimes, you know, is not the food carry memories, not about the food or the ingredients or how you cook things. It's like the moment you're eating the food or who you're eating it with. And that's when it gets like an impressive meal.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember your most favorite meals.
Yeah, you're taking me there now,
Probably
mate.
wasn't the food. It was
the
person you were with. Were you holding hands? You're looking at each other. It's one memory in time.
I mean, talking about chorizo again.
Whatever it was a single plate on an ottoman facing the TV.
And it was brown.
Yeah.
Miguel.
What was brown? What was brown?
All of it. The ottoman, the food, the lot.
Mince on toast.
The
Miguel.
reason you're here, we better talk about that.
No, yes, this.
I know.
at least for 1 second.
You've been brought over
I mean,
by-
you over here, all the publicity people want to punch us in the face.
Stockland Wildflower Estate, which is at Piara Waters. You're over here promoting that because there's
all electric, is it?
Yeah, all electric.
So I'm the brand ambassador of Stockland. It's a huge company. I mean, so for us, it's all about building communities. I've been working for them for many years.
Yes.
Because it's a really good and I mean, these people create communities. They just don't build building. It's amazing the events we do. And we create the first, electric village. So,
I love this.
I mean, it's so electric. So much electric in the atmosphere.
Cooking with gas, not a thing anymore.
So no,
thing of the past.
I'm gonna showcase an amazing cooking class of how to cook delicious classics like paella or searing scallops or cooking beef, all in the induction. So we got 30 really lucky ducks.
I got induction at my place.
Induction, a little bit more induction.
Isn't it terrible when you get an induction stovetop and then you realise you have to throw half your pants out?
Yes.
I mean, that's a good step. Getting the right pants. That's good. And you need some really nice action with your non-greasy fingers. You
have to have one non-greasy finger.
And you're like, cooking the bolognese and trying to do like this, and it's not cooking, it's not going up. I mean, you never go like this.
It's not going up.
It's not going up. It's not going up. But the thing is, it's gonna be. I mean, we think we have 2 lucky people.
Yes.
We're gonna give it. I mean, how amazing is that? This is the most intimate cooking class. It's only 30 people with me in a room.
No.
And induction.
So that's today. So if you want to go, we've got 2 doubles to go and see and be a part of the Miguel experience. At the Home Collective in Leederville. It's 5:30 this afternoon, so you've got to be available today.
Yep.
But what else are you doing?
The Home Collective in
ring if you're
Leederville is
not.
beautiful too.
Yeah, don't call if you're not available. That would be stupid. 13 24 10. 2 callers.
Yeah, they're going to be 8 and 16. Make sure you're available. We want
That's
them.
right.
Yeah.
Is the people call and they're not available?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't come.
No, people hear 13, 24, 10 and they don't know what they're winning. Last week we gave away a penis cover to a lady.
Yes.
She was like,
I thought it was a tiny teacup.
Miguel, what's that good ring on your...
This one. Yeah. This one there. So this is the one from the Maestre family. This is used when people don't pay the invoices.
Sure.
Oh, yes. That looks like a Super Bowl ring.
And
it does. It's got that
this
vibe.
one is, I just recently made it for the family. I make it for Claudia and for Morgan. My wife...
You made this?
I got it in the jeweler. I got working together. It's our logo for our symbol for our brand. It's almost like the Prince. Prince and Tony Banderas. A hybrid of Prince and Tony Banderas.
Yeah. So
I mean, I got my own logo like Prince.
It's a bull.
It's a bull and the M.
Which finger does this go on?
I mean, some fingers are thicker than others. I'm trying to put it in the wedding one. But my wife hates all this because my wife is very Australian and I hate all this woggy stuff.
Yes.
I mean, and she doesn't can handle all my wogginess. It's like, when I first arrived to this country, I was so much woggy than now.
Did you have a lot of chains? How many?
Like heaps. Now, this is all
just
left.
One. Yeah. Just one.
I mean, I had these. Look at how thin that is. I had lots of them.
You would have, in the early 2000s, worn those leather wrist cuffs, wouldn't you have? Did you wear Ed Hardy? You wore Ed Hardy.
I wore one of the t-shirt with a shiny. But can I please tell you a funny story, please? When I first arrived to Australia, I know we're running out of time.
No.
So, you know when you're in Spanish, in Spain, okay, this is true. In Spain, you have a swim, you have the little...
Yes.
Oh, yes.
The little
Euro. Short.
Yeah.
But they're not like speedos, they're Euro.
Yeah,
Euro.
But they're lycra as well.
Yeah, so they cling, but they're like a short.
So when I first arrived in Manly, Manly, I mean, locals, Manly, surfing, I mean, you Bergen, you know what I mean? So I arrived with my Euro, long hair, all the necklace. I mean, Fabio is I'm going to the beach. And so it's like, Miguel, you can't do this. You can't wear that. Everybody's looking at you. Your hairy body.
Your penis.
The boob tube of penis.
So I bought, I mean, some guys got quite jealous. I mean, but I had to buy the boardies.
Yeah.
And it took me so long to get used to boardies. And I still find really weird swimming with all that fabric in my body.
That's because at your core, you're just a dirty piece of Euro trash.
No, I like the freshness.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a freedom. It's a lot of freedom from that lycra when you are in. But in Spain, no one's
wear the long ones. Everybody says normal.
Yeah, right.
When here,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
it's a safe distance of speeders that you should not be more than 50 meters from the beach with your speeders.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be
Yes.
woolies walking around with the speeders.
Mate.
That's pretty wrong.
I saw in Guelph at Farmer Jack's one night. I saw a guy who was in there. He was in his speedos, and then covering it was a silk kimono, and
That
the whole
sounds like
thing was
something
disgusting.
Shaun would do, to be fair.
It's so comfy.
Miguel, it's always a joy to have you in
I
the
wish you could
studio.
stay longer.
Are you coming back to the Good Food and Wine Festival? We'll see you then.
Why are you going to come in?
Adelaide from North Perth and Catherine from Yokine are coming to your cooking demo tonight,
Right,
so
but
you'll see them there.
Everybody check out Stockland Wildflower.
Yes, all electric.
Mate, all electric. Is there
Very
like,
amazing.
what happens if there's a blackout?
Charging stations.
The blackout?
Is there an extra battery if there's a blackout?
Of course there is.
Yeah, there's a huge battery right in the middle of the suburb.
Thank you, Miguel.
Just eat some jamon.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
The other morning, we spoke to Rhonda from Doubleview, and we were talking to her about being in with a shot to win 10K a day in May, as you know. And we said, what would you like the money for? And she said that she would like to go and visit her son, who for the last 6 weeks has been living overseas in a new place. Here's Rhonda.
Well, he's, trying to find himself at the ripe old age of 28 and just thought he'd moved to Berlin, and he's been there for about 6 weeks and doing it tough, but, he's going to hang it out.
Wow. Oh, good on him. It's coming
Finding
into
yourself
summer.
and you think, I know where I am. Berlin.
Berlin.
I've never gone on one of these finding myself trips.
Where would
this
it be?
is what's missing in your life. You haven't found yourself yet.
Well, I've been to paradise, but I've never been to me.
Yeah, haven't we all?
Where would it be, though? I'd imagine you've been up in the Arctic somewhere.
I think I would find myself in the Arctic in a cavern, in an ice cavern.
Yes, sort of some sort
Writing
of
memoirs.
igloo arrangement with a polar bear friend.
I think that, and then suddenly I'll be lying there, and then I'd look up, and there'd be that borealis stuff in the sky, and then like something would dawn on me, and then I'd go, that's why I'm here. I don't know what it is.
And now I've found myself.
Natalie, I can see
and then I get pecked together I get pecked to death by penguins.
They're not there. They're in the South Pole.
Wherever I am. Which is more concerning.
That is
Yeah,
concerning.
that's right.
How do they get there would be the first thing.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, Shaun, trekking maybe, yeah. I do like a
Machu Picchu.
long...
Have you
Yeah,
been there?
I'm hiking Milford Sound at the end of the year. Maybe I'll find myself there.
But I'm going to be honest. I don't think that when I went to the place to look for myself, I don't think I would find myself there. I don't think I don't know if I'm.
Well,
deep
you
enough
don't. But you haven't. If you
to find
haven't
myself.
looked, you won't know.
But I don't think I'm missing.
No, you are.
Oh.
We're looking at you.
I think
we got news for you?
I think this is all that's on the table. It's just that when it's spread out and before you, it's not very impressive. But I think this is it. This is all the meal has to offer.
I think
this is all the courses.
A few years ago, that the company gave out they called them golden grants, and this guy that won the golden grant, he went to find himself in Bhutan and hike up to this monastery in Bhutan. Now I did the same trip to Bhutan, paid for it myself, didn't get the company to pay for it. Also hiked up. Everybody hikes up to that monastery. It's what you do when you're there. No, you don't find yourself there. There's just you and a whole stream of other people going up the hill, and then everybody walks back down again.
Did you have to write a report, though? If you're copping that grant, you have to write a report how you found yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Can I say
Dear
something
diary.
controversial? I don't think people find themselves. I think it's people say I'm going somewhere to find themselves, and then I don't think they've come back found. I'm going to say it. I don't think people find themselves.
So you say if they're telling you they're going somewhere to find themselves, they're really just getting away from you. Is that it?
No, I just think it's all bull crap. Like eat, pray, love. It's like, come on, what you're going to do?
Herself.
You're going to do Pilates in Bali for on the back of an elephant, and then suddenly you go, oh, now I know why I'm a
something Ruby would do.
Oh, Ruby would do it though.
She found herself in Ubud.
Yeah, she found herself.
Yeah, but Ruby spent the last 30 years dropping bits of herself everywhere. She's just going back to collect it. We want to know about finding yourself, all right? Have you done one of these trips where you've gone to find yourself? And when you got there, were you there? Did you find everything? We're going to give everybody that comes on air with us...
Yeah, of course, 10K a day in May. You can find yourself with that.
So, you can go and do your Find Yourself trip, which I don't believe exists. I don't think anyone finds themselves anywhere.
So
where did you go to find yourself?
Otherwise.
Where did you go to find yourself, and what were you doing there?
Well, I was finding myself.
Yeah, but when you found yourself, what were you doing there? You're looking for yourself. I found myself and I was sitting on a chair in a mountain.
Found yourself somewhere? We'd love to talk to you.
I was knitting out of guinea pig fur.
I get it.
Like a find myself thing.
Nathan, Nat, and Shaun, and the podcast.
Isabel, hello.
Hi.
Hi, Isabel.
Isabel, did you go somewhere to find yourself?
I have. I've done quite a few hiking and beach trips. I just keep going, hopping from beach to beach. And I have found that my spiritual animal is actually an otter.
Oh,
Your spiritual animal is an otter. That sounds pretty
How
funny.
did you settle on the otter? Did the otter choose you, or did you choose the otter?
Well, I first found out that they hold hands to sleep.
Yes.
So they don't drift away
Drift
from
apart,
their family
yeah.
and loved ones.
Yeah.
That spoke straight to me. And then they love to play. They love the sea. They love I would stay submerged in the water all day if I can actually do it. And they love going around to look for pearls and rocks and things to break open.
Like shells and oysters and stuff. Yeah,
Isabel,
mussels.
so while you're going to beach to beach to beach to like find yourself, did the otter, your spiritual animal, did that reveal itself on a beach somewhere to you?
Well, I've always been drawn to their character, and then I found out more about them through, obviously, Dr. Google, and I'm like, oh, my God, that is so me. I need to find my soul partner in life.
Yes.
And that is
And
kind of
hold
person.
hands forever.
And did that work out, Isabel?
No, I just went through a separation, actually.
Well,
And let it drift away.
That doesn't seem like the otter, because that's the otter letting go.
Yes.
I found that was not my person, and it was pretty abusive relationship.
Oh, really? Well, you need another otter.
That's right. You need the good otter. Yeah. All right. Well, good luck.
Beaches.
Yes.
Not just a beach.
No,
She mentioned many beaches.
Plural beach, beach hopping.
And then she
Nathan,
found out.
maybe that's because you're not
you're
naturally
right.
drawn to a beach
You're
holiday,
right.
but maybe that's
I'll never know,
what's
will I?
missing in your life.
I'll never know. I'll never get down there.
Loza, hello.
Hey, good morning.
How you going, Loza?
Okay, Loza. Where did you go to find yourself?
Oh, well, look, I had never travelled. I was 37. I got a passport. We went over to Japan for 12 months.
Yes.
And, look, living in a different country, in a different community, you wake up, but you're still always there. No matter where you're living, you're always there. I thought, it's like walkabout. Go out, explore the country, the trees, the Australian climate. After 20 years, I had to come back.
Yeah, right.
You were there for 20 years.
20 years.
Oh, well, 1 year in Japan. I came back, lived in Cairns for 12 months. I had to go back. Went to Malaysia for 9 years, went to Dubai for 5, Indonesia for 2, Vietnam for 1, Malaysia for 3.
Wow.
So where did you find? What's the actual location of where you found yourself?
The coordinates, please.
Well, actually, where I am right now, in the gum trees under the blue skies. Actually, not in Willetton, that's where I live. But look, I'm parked under some gum trees. It's like the Australian land. I think what we lose is we lose connection to the land.
Yes.
And we've built brick walls and built cities, and we think that's where the action is.
Yes.
However, look, we need contentment and connection to the land. I don't have contentment.
Any connection to the land?
Do you think, Loza,
I cannot find myself because I don't have that contentment value.
Yes.
But look, I think we've lost connection. Get out, sleep in the trees, take your shoes off.
Under the
Loza,
stars,
do you think
Loza.
that travelling all over gives you a better appreciation of home?
Oh, look, I don't know what it is. I think there's a spiritual essence to it. My grandmother was a half Castolan generation.
Yeah,
I've been, lived in the cities, but I have this. I think it's just Australia. It's the gum trees.
You
it's
need
the
dirt
birds,
between your
it's the
toes.
dirt.
And, yeah.
Well,
it's the magpies.
Yeah.
So do you think it's a good idea? Do you think Natalie, Shaun and myself tonight should sleep in a tree to see if we connect ourselves to the land?
Look, we got to, with the price of housing, I'm thinking of getting between two trees.
Yes.
And I got to agree with whoever said it was bullcrap, this eat, pray, love. That person has a lot to answer for.
That's me.
Seriously, if you read that book, don't buy it. Don't buy
I'm
into
with
it.
you. I thought it was
Don't
a terrible
buy into
book. I did read it, and it's awful. It's awful.
It's not true. Don't buy into it. It's crap. And look, just get out and
get your swag. Go out under the stars.
Everyone tonight, I want you to go outside, everybody, and sleep in a tree. Everyone tonight.
give a magpie a piece of bread, for goodness sake. They love you.
Loza.
Great
We love you, Loza. You can call anytime. Thanks, buddy. Veronica, hello.
Oh, hi. I'm listening to that guy before me with a swag. I'm never, ever, ever, ever doing anything that involves a swag.
You've camped before, have you, Veronica? That's it.
Well, this is what it was about. This trip that I've just done was a bit of too much camping for me. I'm not a camper, but 3 years ago, when I was in my early 50s, I'm now more closer to 60, I signed up to do Marathon des Sables. I'm a bit of a trail runner. I don't know if you know Marathon des Sables.
Oh, yeah, that's mad.
Yeah, that's the sort of French Foreign Legion trail run through the Sahara Desert, 250 kilometres.
Yeah, so you're in Algeria, aren't you?
You're in Morocco. A bit of a class up from Algeria, but not much different. So you carry your own supplies. It's a staged one over a week. You run 250 kilometres through the Sahara Desert.
Are you kidding me?
Because I didn't know French, so I thought Marathon des Sables meant Marathon of the Desert, but it actually means Marathon of Sand, and I hate sand. But anyway.
Sand running.
Famously, somebody got lost doing this, and he was lost for like 9 days or something. He survived, but it was extraordinary.
Sorry, can we just go back to Veronica saying that she hates sand and she went to the Sahara Desert?
Yeah.
Jeez, Veronica.
People kept telling me that story before I went, and I didn't listen to it. So anyway, I signed up 3 years ago, but then COVID hit because I was in a midlife crisis thinking I wanted to find myself or I wanted to find somebody else because there's French and Italian on this thing, something like that.
Yeah.
But I was committed, so I've just done it now, just in April, and it was the worst one ever because there was, would you believe, a heat wave in the Sahara.
Unexpected.
What's a heat wave in terms of degrees there?
It was 48 when I was there.
Would have been up. Well, they reported it as mid-40s, I'd say the 50s. It was brutal.
And sandstorms as well, Veronica?
Brutal. Sandstorms. And look, you don't... And now the running is one side of it. There's dunes, there's sand, there's heat, but it's the camping. Like, you get in and people don't wash for a week.
Yeah.
Now, I was probably the only one that bought deodorant, and it stood me in good stead because the Frenchmen really liked it. They kept commenting how...
What, you roll on mum?
No, it was a spray-on. It was really nice, apparently.
Impulse.
Yeah. So, let me say, did I find myself... It was brutal. It was French Foreign Legion out of 700 completed, and there was medical emergencies everywhere, and people were dropping off like flies. And every day you'd start at the start line and they'd sing happy birthday to everybody who's having a birthday, and then they'd send you out to the killing fields and, a few more hundred would drop off.
That's what it looks like. I would just look at the photos there, and it looks like, honestly, someone's helicopter has gone down in the desert and they're just trying to run back there. They're trying to get back to town.
Yes.
And Baghdad.
That is absolutely it. And on top of that, in my tent, somebody had a cardiac arrest when I happened to be there.
Oh, my God.
Oh, so you guys... I was thinking that you might... you can't carry the tent, obviously, on your back. So, they provide the tent.
No, they provide the tents. They provide tents and water.
Yep.
And then you provide everything else for yourself. So
how are you going to find yourself? I'm sorry. How are you going to find yourself there? It looks so hot and exhausting that if you found yourself, you wouldn't be able to carry yourself home.
No, that is it. And if you found yourself, or if you found somebody else, you just wouldn't care.
No, you
would not care.
The guy that got lost, he was lost for 10 days, and he survived by drinking his own urine and bat blood.
Stop.
He drank bat blood.
Well, you know what? That gives you wings, I hear.
Well, I didn't drink bat blood. I didn't resort to that. I survived. I finished. Did all right.
But you didn't find... Did you find yourself?
No, not one bit.
Not one bit. Not one bit.
So if you're thinking of doing that to transform your life, don't. Veronica, thank you so much. Amazing story.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Nova's 10K a day in May.
Oh my God, 10K a day in May. A guaranteed 10K winner every weekday.
Now, as you know, somebody wins 10K every single day in May, and yesterday that person was Ashley from Greenmount. Hi, Ash.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Great call to get Ash. How exciting.
Free money, mate.
It's so exciting.
Tell everyone what it's like to get free money.
Pardon?
Tell everyone what it's like to get free money.
What it's like to get free money? It is pretty amazing, and, it's crazy. It's a bit surreal, actually.
Where were you when you got the call?
I was just doing school pickup.
Yeah, I was
good.
just about to head into school. So,
So she's abandoning the kids now fend for themselves, and Ashley's living her new life.
Well, Ashley, as we know, some of the ways to get in, you get on air with us anytime, which we've been doing a few topics today. A lot of people in the draw. You can register via the Nova Player. How did you go about it?
I registered via the Nova Player.
There you go. Smart way to play.
Everyone needs to know, what are you spending $10,000 of free money on?
I'm not sure yet. I think we might take the kids on a little trip, and I thought I might give them a little bit and set them loose in the toy store. So.
Oh, what a great mum. You're a nice one. How old are they, Ash?
I've got 7-year-old, almost 5-year-old, and a nearly 2-year-old.
Okay, so they don't know any better.
Yeah.
Give them $20 each and send them to the $1 shop.
Good idea.
Honestly, that would be fine.
That's all they need.
Exactly.
That's
Well,
all they need.
congratulations, Ash. Well done.
Oh, thanks so much, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. See how great it is if you get that call back from Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. It could be you this afternoon.
We're looking for 3 people to add to that list.
Right now?
Right now. Paul from Carnup?
Definitely sounds good to me.
Paul, well, we were talking to people about finding themselves today and, going overseas and then, having a spiritual moment.
Journey.
Is there anywhere in the world you want to go, Paul, and do you reckon you might find yourself there?
I would love to go back to South Africa to visit the family and friends there on a safari again.
Safari would be... I do want to do that.
I think you could find yourself on the safari.
Yeah, or get eaten. Could go either way.
Yeah, find bits of yourself on safari.
Sorry, Paul, missed everything you said then.
I said it's not that bad. They won't eat you. You don't get off the plane and the lions are waiting for you.
Oh, okay, so don't get out of the vehicle.
Good to know. Good to know. Thanks, Paul. You're in the running. Pauline, hello.
Good morning.
Hi,
Pauline, what would you like to do with 10K?
Oh, I'd like to take the kids, I think, on a holiday, maybe to far north Queensland.
Oh,
yeah, cool.
And is that just for a holiday? Is that to find yourself?
Oh, no, holiday at this stage.
Holiday. So we're going to go to all the theme parks?
Oh, no, she's
they're not really into theme parks.
Cairns.
I lived in Cairns for like 6 weeks. It was amazing.
Loved it, eh?
Yeah, it was so beautiful. Okay, that's a good one. We'll pass that.
All right. You're in the running, Pauline. It's that easy. Shaun, hello.
Hello. Woohoo!
Hey, Shawnee boy!
Ah, you're up and about, Shaun.
Shawnee, where would you go to find yourself? We were talking about that earlier on.
Mate, we already got it booked in. We're flying out to Thailand in July.
Oh, sick.
It's going to be an awesome trip. There's 11 of us all up.
Oh.
Excuse me. There's the 21st birthday for the daughter, and the 17th, actually, the night we fly out and spend some time in Singapore. So, some spending money and a little bit of accommodation. We'll go a treat.
Oh, good on you, Shaun.
You've already spent it, Shaun. Love that.
And you know what I love about Shaun? He's very generous with the woohoos.
Yes, I know.
We don't get enough of them for other people.
Agreed.
Woohoo, Shaun.
Can you give us one more, Shaun?
That's all we asked for.
From the gut then.
We should do Woohoo Wednesdays. Anyone we speak to, we all finish. Well,
tomorrow.
Woohoo Wednesdays starting tomorrow.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.